Hi everybody, on what is a very hot and very beautiful day here in Hampshire and Dorset. Hope it's nice where you are. I haven't posted a vlog for a while. Things are starting to look up a little bit on the job front, but I just thought I'd reiterate some of the points that I've made over lockdown in one kind of short video, because there are going to be, unfortunately, a lot of redundancies happening over the next few weeks as the furlough scheme changes and employers have to contribute. So I think if you are someone that is under threat of redundancy or has been made redundant, then first of all, my sympathies are with you. It's not your fault, and you will be a good candidate, I'm sure. You need to ensure that your CV is up to date, that you write a good covering letter, and that your CV is on the various job boards. Now, candidates and employees don't always understand what a job board is, but an agency will pay to advertise jobs on various job boards depending on the area of recruitment they're in. But we also pay to CV search. Now, when we pay to advertise jobs, they are the jobs that you see advertised and you apply for them, and that's great. What you probably aren't aware of is that when we pay to CV search, if you're not on those job boards, if your CV isn't uploaded, you won't be found, okay? You will find that you will get called probably for some jobs that you think, well, that's really not relevant. Why are you calling me about that? But my personal view is it's better to be called and you sift them out rather than the other way around. What happens is when we take a job, we obviously look on our database and we know candidates that might be suitable. We wait for applications to come in, but we also are proactive and we put in all the keywords around the job spec, the geographical location, how far we think is reasonable to travel, salary, that kind of thing. And then it matches what it thinks is potential suitable candidates. And then we start calling. Before lockdown, I had a number of jobs on that were confidential for various reasons, and they couldn't be advertised. So if you weren't on the job boards or I wasn't aware of you, you would never have been called about those jobs. So I think I use CV Library, Read, and Total Jobs. I don't use Indeed, but I would recommend that you get your CV onto Indeed. There are hundreds of different job boards, and I'm sure there are some that are specific to you. So if you're an accountant, there will be accountancy ones and executive ones and that kind of thing. But those three are good kind of high street recruitment type job boards. I think, getting your CV up to date, I've already said it, but it is the basics. Don't send a 9 or 11 page CV. 3 pages, absolute max. Contact details at the top, not at the bottom. Employment history in chronological order, so in the order that your most recent job first, not your job from 1990 first. Make it easy for us. We don't want to have to scroll through loads of pages to find the information we need. And what I would say is the recruitment industry takes a bit of a bashing sometimes for not being very professional, not coming back to candidates, not giving updates and calling about jobs that aren't relevant. And whilst there are recruiters out there like that, there are also some really good professional recruiters out there. And I like to think that I'm one of those. So we are inundated with applications and CVs and calls at the moment. So please do bear with us. I think for myself at Aspire Jobs, I promise that I go back to everybody, whether it's on email, when you apply for a job. It might not be immediate because, I'm trawling 100 plus, or I'm getting 100 plus emails a night with CVs on. So I'm getting a lot of people call me. This is quite different to how it was back sort of January, February. I'm getting a lot of people call me to find out whether or not I've actually received their application. Trust me, if you've sent me your email with your CV on it, I will come back to you, okay? And if you do call me and you get my voicemail, please can you leave me a message with who you are and what you're calling about, because I often get people that just get I get a missed call and I've got necessarily no idea who it is. So if you need any help, give me a shout. You can drop me an email at helen@aspirejobs.co.uk. Thank you.